Welcome, I'm Dave Graybill, host of the Fishing Magician Outdoor Cooking Show. I'm really excited today. This is Shrimp Fest, and I've invited my good friend John Windus to join me today.
Dave, we're out in the woods. This is great.
I know, and we're going to do some fine dining out in the woods. And this is, again, one of my quick and easy ways to make a pretty fantastic meal. We're going to start off with shrimp ceviche, and this is a quick and easy version that allows you to assemble it and eat it instantly.
Well, that's what I like. This is it's a warm day today,
Yeah.
and so this is going to be something when you're done that's not, you don't want a real hot meal on a day like today, so this is going to be perfect.
This is a great way to start, great appetizer, and then we're going to prepare a hot meal,
Okay.
which is going to be my shrimp pepperoni in tomato sauce.
So how did you come up with the shrimp and pepperoni did you just stumble on that, or?
I did, John. Years ago, I would travel down to Vernita to fish with my brother, and I would always prepare a meal when we arrived. And just on the way down, I don't know what inspired it, but the combination is something special.
You can never go wrong with pepperoni, so
That's
it's
right.
good call.
And we're going to end with good old shrimp on the Barbie. We've got some jumbo, beautiful shrimp marinating and a little bit of rice wine, vinegar, and some soy, and a little bit of sesame oil. So that's what we're going to finish up with.
Okay.
But let's dive in. Now, you're going to help me out.
I was
because
going to be your sous chef and chop up all the vegetables and everything, but I get here and you're so prepared.
There you go. And again, once you've done everything in advance, you can prepare a fancy meal anywhere that you go.
And it's perfect. So you just take the cooler, you have it in the Tupperware containers, and you're good to go.
Boom, boom, boom.
Okay.
It's all measured out in the right amounts, and it's ready to assemble. Now, one of the things that I did before is I put together some rice wine vinegar, sugar, and water. And that's already in the bowl just to dissolve the sugar.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. And now we're ready to jump into it. The next item, this is Clamato juice. 1.5 cups.
1.5 cups, and write this down because he's terrible about sharing the recipe. So get it now.
That's right. Ketchup.
Okay.
1/2 cup.
And look how easy this is to do. That's what I like about it.
There it goes. 1/2 cup ketchup. What's on our list?
So you got
now?
1/2 cup of lime juice.
All ready to go. In it goes.
You got 1 cucumber that's already chopped up right here.
Oh, there's our fresh cucumber.
6 tablespoons of cilantro. That's got to be the cilantro.
Already chopped.
Okay.
Next is 1/2 cup of good old Walla Walla sweet onion.
Nice. And they're fresh right now. Oh man,
Yeah,
doesn't
you
get any
just
better than that.
Gotta get them.
1.5 cups of cabbage, and you've already got this chopped up too.
That's right.
You just chop it by hand. Do you use a food processor? It
Actually,
doesn't
I
matter.
just take a big knife and whack
Okay.
away at it. And so there's our cabbage, and probably,
You want a little bit of the Tabasco.
just to put a little bit of an edge on it,
Okay.
just a splash or two, and you'll learn as you do this yourself at home just how much of these different ingredients you want, especially the hot. You can
Well, and that's kind
experiment.
of to taste anyway, so just whatever you like, yeah.
And now we have these gorgeous shrimp, and again, now these have been cooked already.
Okay.
And these, I find these at Costco. They're the black tiger shrimp.
Okay.
They are gorgeous. They're huge. They're deveined. They're flash frozen.
You don't have to
Fabulous.
peel them or anything.
Do have to peel
Okay.
them. And in fact, that's one of the things we learned. It's a good idea to cook them with the shell on. It
Okay.
helps add flavor.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's something that we've learned. Then they're
Good to
easy
know.
to peel afterwards. In go the shrimpies. And then all of this is just mixed up. Mix it all together. And
Now, I have some avocados here too. What are we going to do with those?
now, the
Okay.
avocado, it's already chunked up nice bite-sized pieces.
Very good.
Now, if you add the avocado now, what will happen is that they'll get brown and soft in this
Okay.
mixture. So what we're going to do is we're going to serve these on those good old scoops.
Oh, like the
Exactly.
chips, like tortilla chips.
Exactly.
Okay.
The scoops are just right because you get a big chunk of shrimp on there, and then you add the avocado.
Okay.
That's the way.
So that's how we plate this dish.
That's exactly.
I've been watching
right.
the Food Network.
I love
Can
it.
you
got
tell?
the terminology
Can you tell?
down.
Yeah.
You do.
Okay, so this, we really don't have to, all this is going to do now is sit here for a while so the flavors get absorbed into the shrimp and so on.
Exactly.
Okay.
And I would recommend that you make this 2 to 4 hours in advance,
Okay.
even the night before. You know, that's something you could do the night before.
All it's doing is marinating, really,
Exactly.
like anything else.
And the
Okay.
longer it sits, the more the flavors are going to absorb into it,
Okay.
and it's going to be ready. And we're going to tell you what, we're going to sample this just before we do our next dish.
That's
Does
why
that
I'm
sound
here.
good to you?
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
All right.
If you enjoy preparing your fishing game, Hooked on Toys has everything you need to do it right. From vacuum sealers to smokers and all the seasonings and chips to go with them, you won't believe the variety of what Hooked on Toys has to offer the outdoor chef. They have an amazing selection of outdoor cookware too. Dutch ovens to camp stoves, camp tables, cookware to treat your family and friends to outdoor cooking at its best. It's all at Hooked on Toys, 1444 North Wenatchee Avenue, Wenatchee.
Hook on Toys!
AmeriGas is the nation's largest supplier of propane and propane equipment. With over 650 locations all across the country, you can sleep easy knowing AmeriGas is right there to serve you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Are you building or buying a home? Ask your builder to make it propane. Make it AmeriGas. Learn more about the outstanding fixed pricing and affordable budget payment programs offered by AmeriGas.
Log on to AmeriGas.com.
AmeriGas, America's propane company, has a shopping list of all the things their product propane can do. Commercial business use, home heating, water heating, pool and spa heating, clothes drying, fuel for kitchen stoves, and of course, grilling. Propane is extremely affordable, clean burning, and extremely efficient. For a location near you, check your local Yellow Pages or visit us at AmeriGas.com. Enjoy benefits such as automatic delivery, flexible payment options, and customer referral awards. AmeriGas, America's propane company. Reliable, safe, and responsive.
Honey, you are not going to believe this. I bought Pepsi Next.
What's Pepsi Next?
It's the new cola from Pepsi. It's got real cola taste, but 60% less sugar.
Real cola taste. 60% less sugar.
Yeah. I know.
It's unbelievable.
But this is the most impressive thing I've ever experienced in my entire life.
Oh, definitely. Let me get a camera. I've never had anything like it. My parents are gonna flip.
Yeah, they're going to be so proud.
Introducing Pepsi Next. Drink it to believe it.
Are you getting this, honey? It's going viral.
Well, John, now I did promise you that you would get to try the ceviche
Yes.
before we moved on to our next segment, and I'm really interested to see what you think.
Well, I'm going to help assemble the dish here. We're going to take the tortilla chip here, dunk it in, and then that's what the little avocados are for.
Exactly. Put a little fresh avocado on the top of that, and it's ready to go.
And this is your brother, Rick. What did he have to do with this dish?
He's the one that shared this recipe with me. I've got him to thank for this. And I'll tell you what, again, now this is just done in no time, and it's ready to eat. This, as I mentioned earlier, this has been in the refrigerator for a couple hours, and that's all it takes. So, well, I'm going to have to take that away from you because
Okay.
we're going to
I'll
move
move
on
this
to our
aside.
next segment,
Okay.
which is the continuation of Shrimp Fest. What I'm going to do now is something that, as I mentioned earlier, I kind of came up with.
Well, this is the pepperoni. You've got some pepperoni here, right?
I do.
Okay.
This is pepperoni now, and what I do, I start this with a simple recipe, simple dish. I want to put some of these good Walla Walla sweets in the pan.
And if you want to, you could just load up that pan with butter first.
You
I'm
can.
just saying,
Yes, I know.
a guy could do that.
And it's so good that
It
way.
is.
But I've just sprayed the pan with a little bit of olive oil for us.
You're so
conscious
healthy.
of our
Yeah.
waistlines. And I actually add the pepperoni at about the same time that I add the onions because that needs to cook a little bit too.
Okay.
And
And you've chopped those up, it looks like.
I did. I sliced those up. I want those to be able to be scattered throughout the sauce as I assemble it. And so we want that to cook a little bit and separate.
Well, and I guess now you don't need all that butter because there's a nice amount of fat that's going to come off that pepperoni.
It does, and it actually it colors the dish as well too. But of course, when we'll be adding tomato sauce to this, and that makes a nice dish. And so, you can buy now these great tomato sauces that are already with all kinds of different ingredients.
Like this?
Just like that. That happens to be a tomato basil, which I love. Basil is one of my primary ingredients in a lot of the different things that I prepare. And as you can see, this is starting to separate a little bit, and as it cooks, it comes apart a little bit easier.
Okay.
And you can see how it colors the onion.
Yes. Yeah, it's getting a nice brown to it already.
And look at that.
And I can tell it is the pepperoni, not just the onions browning.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
You know, and again, pepperoni is something you can eat. It's already prepared. It's already been smoked and cooked and all that. But we just sort of are warming it up, and we do want to let this sauce simmer a bit so that it really gets the flavor of all these different ingredients in here. And I'll be adding some more spices to it.
You know, this reminds me of you go camping or you're outdoors, and sometimes you just use the ingredients that you have, and you end up with something you never would have thought of, and that's probably what happened here on
Yeah. It was what was available at the time, and it turned into such a big hit that I would do this every time I would visit them down there. Okay, now.
And it's kind of almost like cooking bacon. I mean, the pepperoni is separating in the pan like cooking bacon. Yeah. Okay.
And there's, like you say, you can't go wrong with pepperoni.
No.
That's starting to separate. Cook and get warm. Now, we can go ahead and add our tomato sauce.
Okay. From the old Graybill family recipe.
Yes.
Mama Graybill used to spend hours and hours on this old Italian sauce.
Oh, yeah.
Back in the old country.
Now, but of course, any off-the-shelf sauce isn't good enough for me. So
Okay.
I'm going to add some smoked paprika. And John, I don't know if you've experimented with this at all, but this adds a nice flavor to a lot of different dishes.
Well, talk about being creative. I've used paprika on, you ever had one of those Hawaiian shaved ices?
Yes.
I swear. I know, you'd
John.
never think of this. No, it happened in Hawaii. Somebody recommended it to me.
Really?
The locals did. And I thought they were crazy too. And try it. Trust me. I know.
Paprika
I know.
on shaved ice.
Exactly.
Now I've heard it all. Oh, man. Direct from Hawaii, Honolulu, breaking news, paprika.
Yeah, on your Hawaiian shaved ice.
That's amazing. And of course, I've got to add a little salt to this.
And I'm not seeing a page, a written out recipe for this.
No.
Okay.
As with, it's a great frustration to my wife because everything I do is just off the top of my head.
Okay.
Now, all I need to do to finish this is add the shrimp.
Okay.
That takes just a few minutes to cook.
All right.
So essentially, we're done.
This cake.
AmeriGas is the nation's largest supplier of propane and propane equipment. With over 650 locations all across the country, you can sleep easy knowing AmeriGas is right there to serve you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Are you building or buying a home? Ask your builder to make it propane. Make it AmeriGas. Learn more about the outstanding fixed pricing and affordable budget payment programs offered by AmeriGas.
Log on to AmeriGas.com.
AmeriGas, America's propane company, has a shopping list of all the things their product propane can do. Commercial business use, home heating, water heating, pool and spa heating, clothes drying, fuel for kitchen stoves, and of course, grilling. Propane is extremely affordable, clean burning, and extremely efficient. For a location near you, check your local Yellow Pages or visit us at AmeriGas.com. Enjoy benefits such as automatic delivery, flexible payment options, and customer referral awards. AmeriGas, America's propane company. Reliable, safe, and responsive.
Honey, you are not gonna believe this. I bought Pepsi Next.
What's Pepsi Next?
It's the new cola from Pepsi. It's got real cola taste, but 60% less sugar.
Real cola taste, 60% less sugar.
Yeah. I know.
It's unbelievable.
But this is the most impressive thing I've ever experienced in my entire life.
Oh, definitely. Look at the camera. I've never had anything like it. My parents are gonna flip.
Yeah, they're gonna be so proud.
Introducing Pepsi Next. Drink it to believe it.
Are you getting this, honey? It's going viral.
Hooked on Toys!
If you enjoy preparing your fishing game, Hooked on Toys has everything you need to do it right. From vacuum sealers to smokers and all the seasonings and chips to go with them, you won't believe the variety of what Hooked on Toys has to offer the outdoor chef. They have an amazing selection of outdoor cookware too. Dutch ovens to camp stoves, camp tables, cookware to treat your family and friends to outdoor cooking at its best. It's all at Hooked on Toys, 1444 North Wenatchee Avenue, Wenatchee.
Hooked on Toys!
All right, John, now I'm going to have you add our shrimp. Now, in this case, this is the same shrimp, but they're raw.
Okay.
I did peel them, though.
Okay.
And you can add that to the sauce.
Okay, so we'll cook them here. Now
And
is
they're
when the
gonna
cooking
finish
process
in
begins.
this nice tomato pepperoni sauce. They're going to get a nice color to them. And it really doesn't take that long.
Okay.
Those are nice big shrimp, and we do want to make sure they're done.
Well, and you don't want this sauce to reduce so far where it's just gluey. I mean,
Yeah.
you want it, but you
Yes.
could add more liquid too if you had
Yes,
to.
you can.
Okay.
And it is, I kind of like sauces on the thick side myself
Okay.
too. So. Now what I've got here on my firewire that's going to go on my grill, and again are these same shrimp, but these are on the shelf.
Okay.
And we're going to lay those right on the barbecue like that.
And your grill is hot. I mean, they're
I got
going
this
now.
nice and hot. So,
Okay.
and again, it shouldn't take long. And of course, just shrimp like any other seafood, you don't want it to overcook.
Okay.
We'll get that closed down. One of the nice things about this firewire, John, and you notice I left the ends sticking out, and
Right.
this is stainless steel. When I want to turn these, I can just grab the ends, and they're not hot.
They're not going to rotate on the wire. They're going to stay together.
You can actually roll them
Okay.
if you want, because this is a nice flexible wire instead of a stiff piece of metal, so they work out really well.
Great tip.
Now, one of the things I did mention that I added the smoked paprika to that. I also added a Mediterranean oregano, which I fell in love with when I did a Greek dish recently.
Okay.
And then I also did some basil leaves and added that into the sauce too. And yeah, oh yeah, they're starting to turn kind of white.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a sure sign that they're finishing.
Right. You don't want these to get mushy. I mean, you want them to hold
Yes.
up, like, you know.
And again, these particular shrimp, the quality is so good. They come off when they're done very nice and firm and sweet. That's just excellent.
Do we know where these came from? I mean,
I remember tiger prawns, and I can't remember, it was in Southeast Asia,
Okay.
I believe. They're called black tiger prawns. I think they're a 15 count.
okay.
And find them in Costco in the seafood section. They have their own little cooler. They're so special, and they
So
come in
they've traveled.
4-pound bags.
Safe travel.
They have traveled, but you can see that they took excellent care of these guys, and with that flash freezing, really maintains a great quality.
Now, do you cook these by time, or how do you know when these guys are going to be done?
Again, it's almost kind of visual.
Okay.
But, for example, we were looking at if you were going, when we were cooking the shrimp for the ceviche, for example, and these are nice large shrimp, it was anywhere from 3 to 8 minutes if you added them to the pot. So now we're going to look at these.
Oh, man.
They're starting to get that nice color. Flip them over. Yes, and they're going to get that nice orange color. And it's going to take a while for those to finish off.
On these, you know, I like to cook with those wood chips. And so on, but I don't know if the shrimp, if they would be as good on the shrimp.
Not like salmon.
No,
something like that. So, all right, well, those are going to finish up, and I'll tell you what, when we come back, we're going to get to sample some.
That's why I'm here.
AmeriGas is the nation's largest supplier of propane and propane equipment. With over 650 locations all across the country, you can sleep easy knowing AmeriGas is right there to serve you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Are you building or buying a home? Ask your builder to make it propane. Make it AmeriGas. Learn more about the outstanding fixed pricing and affordable budget payment programs offered by AmeriGas.
Log on to AmeriGas.com.
AmeriGas, America's propane company, has a shopping list of all the things their product propane can do. Commercial business use, home heating, water heating, pool and spa heating, clothes drying, fuel for kitchen stoves, and of course, grilling. Propane is extremely affordable, clean burning, and extremely efficient. For a location near you, check your local Yellow Pages or visit us at AmeriGas.com. Enjoy benefits such as automatic delivery, flexible payment options, and customer referral awards. AmeriGas, America's propane company. Reliable, safe, and responsive.
Honey, you are not gonna believe this. I bought Pepsi Next.
What's Pepsi Next?
It's the new cola from Pepsi. It's got real cola taste, but 60% less sugar.
Real cola taste. 60% less sugar.
Yeah. I know.
It's unbelievable.
But this is the most impressive thing I've ever experienced in my entire life.
Oh, definitely. Look at the camera. I've never had anything like it. My parents are gonna flip.
Yeah, they're gonna be so proud.
Introducing Pepsi Next. Drink it to believe it.
Are you getting this, honey? It's going viral.
Hooked on Toys!
If you enjoy preparing your fishing game, Hooked on Toys has everything you need to do it right. From vacuum sealers to smokers and all the seasonings and chips to go with them, you won't believe the variety of what Hooked on Toys has to offer the outdoor chef. They have an amazing selection of outdoor cookware too. Dutch ovens to camp stoves, camp tables, cookware to treat your family and friends to outdoor cooking at its best. It's all at Hooked on Toys, 1444 North Wenatchee Avenue, Wenatchee.
Hooked on Toys!
Well, John, let me serve for you
Okay.
a little bit of our pepperoni pasta shrimp dish. This crazy thing that I invented.
Well, that looks good, and I thought the sauce might get too thick, but it really doesn't. The shrimp kind of just absorb all that sauce, and it ended up looking really good to me.
Oh boy. Now there.
Wow.
And we've got I cooked these shrimp on the grill
Okay.
with the shells on them, so we're gonna have to peel those off, but I do have one peeled for you, so you can try that. Let's just see how that turned out.
That is great. I mean, you can tell it for sure it's grilled, and that's the reason you wanted to keep the shell on it. Right?
Oh yeah, and they're done perfectly.
Wow.
These are excellent quality shrimp. And then all we did, add a little sesame oil, a little bit of rice vinegar, and a little bit of soy.
Okay.
And put them in a gallon bag on the skewer and in the cooler. So again, you could do this at home. You're marinating while you're camping, and they're going to be ready to go when you're ready.
I wasn't sure about the fire wire, but it really does work turning them, and they turned out great.
slick?
Yeah, it's a great idea.
Now I've got to try a bite of my pepperonis.
Oh yeah.
Just see if that works. Mm-hmm. Such a different flavor.
See, I'm going right for the shrimp. It's the Forrest,
absolutely.
the Forrest Gump in me. I don't know where the.
Heck with the sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what do you think?
Mm-hmm.
How did we do on Shrimp Fest?
We did fantastic.
John, thank you so much for your help. Shrimp Fest, what a blast.
And the ceviche too. Oh, so nice.